Have you ever extended a helping hand to someone only to see your efforts go in vain because they simply weren't ready to help themselves? As a compassionate individual with a genuine desire to make a positive impact on the world, it can be disheartening when good intentions prove insufficient for those mired in their own challenges. Why is it that some individuals resist assistance? In this discussion, we will delve into the details of 9 personality types that may resist help, characterized by stubbornness, defensiveness, or ingratitude, creating barriers when individuals with good intentions attempt to intervene. The shared insights aim to equip you with knowledge to conserve energy, preventing it from being wasted on those not ready or willing to embrace change. But before we embark on this enlightening journey, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and share this video. Let's build a community that sparks collective growth. Welcome to Inspire Soul's Words, your source of inspiration and personal development. Your steadfast support is greatly appreciated as we navigate this path together. Now, let's explore these types of individuals. Type 1. Individuals who never admit their mistakes. A person who never admits their mistakes is likened to a captain steering a ship without a compass. This analogy rings especially true for those unwilling to acknowledge their own faults. These individuals have a tendency to blame everything but themselves, oblivious to the ripple effect of their actions. In the wise words of the Stoic philosophers, without reflection and humility, personal growth becomes an uphill battle. Picture someone always finding excuses. A missed job interview isn't due to poor time management, but the bus being late. They rarely pause to consider the impact of their choices, consistently attributing problems to someone else. Attempting to enlighten such individuals is often a thankless task, comparable to teaching a cat to swim against its nature, and frankly, likely a waste of time. They live in a world where accountability does not apply to them. When something goes wrong, it's not because of a poor decision they made, it's because fate has conspired against them. The harsh reality is that you may need to step away from people entrenched in self-justification. As the Stoics believed, we can only control our own actions and reactions. It's saddening, but sometimes true, that the more you try to help someone who refuses to see the truth, the more likely you are to get caught in their storm. It's healthier to pull back and not let their negativity drag you down. Type 2. Individuals who create their own illusions. Some people weave intricate tales about who they are and how things are, holding on to these stories so tightly that they become unable to see reality. The Stoics, ancient thinkers who valued toughness and wisdom in life, would disapprove of such behavior. They emphasized the importance of looking at oneself honestly, acknowledging both the good and the bad, and learning from it. Hiding behind false tales, they would say, is akin to ignoring a hole in your roof and then wondering why it's raining on your couch. Consider someone who always insists they win every game, claiming to be the best even when they clearly lose. It's not a malicious act. They simply cannot admit defeat. It's comparable to children covering their eyes, thinking they are invisible. They're not intentionally deceptive. They just struggle to see beyond their own make-believe world. Assisting someone with this mindset is challenging. They have mental walls taller than castles. Imagine explaining something as clear as water being wet, and they'd argue against it. They need to recognize the mistakes in their thinking on their own, which can be a tough task. Sometimes they require the assistance of someone knowledgeable about the intricacies of the mind. The old Stoics offer a valuable insight. We often suffer more in our imagination than in reality. This implies that many of our troubles are self-created in our minds. The key is to see things as they are, not just as we feel about them. Type 3, the self-centered individual. This type is characterized by a constant tendency to make everything about themselves. Picture this scenario. You share your excitement about a weekend trip you've planned, only to be swiftly interrupted by their complaints about never traveling. This shift dims your enthusiasm. Moreover, when the spotlight should be on you, they redirect it back to themselves, disregarding your news or feelings. Dealing with such self-focused individuals can be draining. Would you continue to stand by someone who's consistently wrapped up in their own world? It's crucial to believe in your ability to inspire change and encourage them to look beyond themselves. However, it's essential to keep in mind the wisdom that states you cannot change a person who doesn't see an issue in their actions. Sometimes, for your personal growth, taking a step back from negativity is the most prudent course of action. Stoics offer valuable guidance in such situations, emphasizing the importance of having 2 ears and 1 mouth. This is so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. When surrounded by individuals who only listen to their own voice, your words and feelings may seem to disappear into thin air. Taking a bold step to distance yourself from such self-absorbed individuals becomes necessary, often leading to the discovery of a space where your voice can genuinely be heard. TP 4. The opportunist finding beauty in human connection. Stoics perceive the world through a lens of shared feelings, embracing the experiences of others without passing judgment. However, a harsh truth emerges when some individuals exploit this empathetic gift, viewing it as an open door to take advantage. These opportunists disguise themselves as friends, leaning on you for favors they could easily manage alone. Their strategy often involves guilt-tripping, initially praising your friendship but seeking assistance for trivial matters. True friends seek support in dire straits, but these opportunistic individuals have a knack for making you feel in the wrong for any hesitation to comply with their requests. Kindness, they say, is more than deeds. It is an attitude, an expression, a look, a touch, anything that lifts another person. It's crucial to keep this in mind when distinguishing between genuine need and manipulation. Actions speak louder than words, and it's important to watch for patterns. Do these individuals consistently have minor emergencies, such as a broken bike they could easily fix, but somehow it becomes your problem? While it's admirable to help, it should not come at the cost of being taken for granted. Choosing self-respect over misplaced guilt is an obligation to honor your time and energy. Listen, observe, and let your actions align with true compassion, not exploitation. Sometimes, the kindest thing you can do for yourself and others is to say no. Type 5. Those who underuse their talents. Observing individuals who underuse their talents is akin to witnessing a book remain unopened, its stories untold. Despite having chapters of potential written within them, they seem content to sit on the shelf as life's precious moments tick away, slipping through their fingers. It's a delicate dance between today and tomorrow. While savoring the present is essential, the dreams of tomorrow are shaped by today's actions. As a wise person once said, the future depends on what we do in the present. True joy emanates when we harness and direct our natural talents towards a brighter horizon. It's not that these individuals lack the necessary tools. Their toolbox is full. However, they appear to neglect mapping out the steps needed to build their future. It's akin to someone with a green thumb who doesn't plant a garden despite knowing the soil and seeds. They wait for someone else to dig the holes for them. seemingly hesitant to get their hands dirty. Encouraging them to take that initial step is often all they need. The Stoics aptly advised, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." As Marcus Aurelius stated, without direction, anxiety creeps in, stealing the joy of the present and the promise of the future. To inspire them is to challenge them to move, to act, as their stagnation holds back the tide of progress. Type 6, those always blaming others. Helping individuals who consistently blame others for their problems can be challenging. They rarely admit their own mistakes, firmly believing they are doing everything right. It's as if they wear blinders, missing the simple truth that we shape our lives not just by what happens to us, but by how we respond. Without control over our reactions, we become like a ship without a rudder, lost in a sea of confusion. A wise Stoic once said, "Remember, no one's perfect, but to grow, we need to see our own flaws." Consider a player who blames the wind for every missed shot, never practicing to get better. They won't score until they stop pointing at the breeze and start improving their game. Self-improvement begins with self-reflection. For those who never look inward, life becomes the teacher. They may blame the world for being cold when they miss friends, or accuse the boss of favoritism when they lose jobs. However, the day they start to question themselves is the day they begin to change their destiny. Type 7. Self-entitled individuals. Individuals who walk through life with the belief that it owes them favors just for their presence can be challenging to guide. They adopt the idea that their mere existence warrants special treatment, expecting accolades without putting in the necessary effort. According to Stoic philosophy, we should not spoil what we have by desiring what we have not. True balance is found in mutual respect and the understanding that reward should be the fruits of our labor, not expected gifts. For those with generous hearts attempting to guide such individuals toward a more grounded perspective, their well-intentioned advice is often met with resistance or perceived as a threat. It's a challenge to teach them that charm alone should not open doors. Actions and efforts matter. These individuals might take without giving back, leaving those who offer help feeling used. The lesson often goes unlearned until they face life's setbacks and seek sympathy, playing the victim. However, the realization dawns that respect and empathy are earned, not owed. The harsh truth becomes apparent when they stand alone, facing the consequences of their actions. Respect and empathy are not entitlements, but outcomes of genuine effort and consideration. Type 8. Those constantly discontented. Some individuals seem unable to break free from the shadow of constant discontent. Their conversations often become a litany of woes, encompassing money troubles, family strife, and work frustration. Every offered solution appears to meet with a new problem, as if they hold on to troubles like a familiar blanket. While you may feel compelled to help, it's akin to pouring water into a sieve. The wisdom in the Stoic saying resonates. He who laughs at the human race deserves better of it than he who mourns for it. The former leaves it better than he finds it, while the latter makes it of no better worth than he found it. This serves as a reminder that dwelling on the dark can blind us to the light. It's comparable to listening to an out-of-tune song that throws off your rhythm. Trying to tune someone else's instrument while neglecting your own harmony can be futile. Individuals in this category may not be seeking change, they might just want an audience. As the saying goes, the more you complain, the less you obtain. Direct your efforts toward those who see your support as a gift, not those who view life's glass as perpetually half empty. Time might show them how to celebrate what's in their cup, rather than lamenting what's not. Type 9, resistant to change. Consider Tom, the guy at the office who sticks to his old methods despite the availability of more efficient tools. Every suggestion for a different approach is met with resistance, as he insists on sticking to what he's always done. Teaching him a new method feels like trying to teach a cat to swim. Some people simply resist change. This aligns with Stoic philosophy, which notes that those content with what has been done can become obstacles to progress. The reminder is simple. Progress often involves stepping out of one's comfort zone and acknowledging the need for growth. If you encounter someone like Tom, remember that change is a personal journey, and for those resisting it, the realization often needs to come from within. You can't force a seed to sprout by shouting at the soil, and similarly, change is a process that individuals must initiate themselves. Sometimes, all you can do is plant the seed, set an example by continually growing yourself, and wait for them to recognize the potential for growth within themselves. As a fellow Stoic, understand that this video may serve as a seed, and the journey of change lies within the hands of the individual. If this video has positively impacted you, please express your support by clicking the like button and subscribing to Inspire Soul's Words. Feel free to share your thoughts or reflections in the comments below. As Marcus Aurelius suggested, the universe has a plan for us, and by delving into the wisdom of the Stoics, we can learn how to align ourselves with this plan. The Stoics, renowned for their intelligence and adeptness in navigating life's challenges, provide valuable insights on how to live well. If you aspire to embody their wisdom, watch the video on the screen to learn how to sharpen your mind. Stay tuned for future videos from Inspire Soul's Words, where we will unveil more Stoic wisdom, sharing knowledge that can transform the way you approach life's highs and lows. Stay curious, and most importantly, stay inspired with Inspire Soul's Words.